On this episode, we're going to be talking about the upcoming Sony announcement at Gamescom, Microsoft currency, and more. Welcome, fellow gamers. You are tuned in and listening to GamerCast Radio. I'm Danny Catanese. It's Saturday, August 18th, and this is the weekend edition of GamerCast Radio. Because it's the weekend, baby, and everybody's working for the weekend. Just like Loverboy said. And no one's going to know what that means, but for the news today, Sony's upcoming announcement at Gamescom, which is going to be interesting because there is a lot of stuff that Sony can come out with, and since they did the huge reveal at E3 and kind of won E3 and won the people over, it's going to be really interesting what they're going to do at Gamescom this year, and a lot really could be announced and could go down. And a lot of people are saying we're going to see the PS Vita price cut. We may see a redesigned Vita that fits better in your hand and works better as a controller for the PS4. We might even get a PS4 release date on August 20th. So that is going to be huge. So if you want to know what's going to happen, you can come back and check on August 20th in 2 days, and I will run down everything that they went over and everything is going to be announced. You can just come back, and maybe I'll even have a feed from that and a video from the conference so you can watch the conference, and I'll just go over and skim over it if you'd like to listen to that. So, yeah, I've been talking to other podcasts about a price cut for the PS Vita for a while now, and I think it just makes sense, especially, like I said, since it was lowered in Japan, and they saw better sales in Japan because it was lowered, and I think they need to bring that price cut to the U.S. because they're not doing too good here. And I also said that they're going to put it down $100 for the PS Vita 3G and $50 for the PS Vita Wi-Fi. And those are sales that are already going on. I was at Target. They had the PS Vita Wi-Fi for $200. And now another sale's coming out for Best Buy that's giving you the 3G PS Vita for $200. And you get the 8 gigabyte SD card, and you get the AT&T Connect card, and you get all that for $200. So this is just the beginning for this Vita price cut in the future of the Vita, because it hasn't done well, and they know it hasn't done well. So yes, the beginning bundle for the Vita, $200 for the 3G, Wi-Fi $200. So if you want the 3G or the Wi-Fi, now's the time to get it. If you're not going to upgrade to a PS4 later on, or if you have a PSP and you want to upgrade, now's the time. And we might see, like I said, a permanent price drop around or before Black Friday. And I really think that it's going to be coming soon. And I know we're definitely going to see some kind of price cut for the Vita around Black Friday. I don't know if it's going to be permanent. It should. But even if it's not permanent, it's going to be permanent, and they're going to be dropping the price very soon, especially with the bundle that was announced with the PS Vita and the PS4. That could be something also that they talk about in the conference for Gamescom. It makes sense since so many people have been talking about it. It's basically been confirmed, but not really through Sony themselves, but through other sources that are familiar with Sony. Says yes, they are coming out with a $500 PS Vita and PS4 bundle. So that could be an announcement too, other than a price cut. And maybe a lot of people are saying they could show off a brand new Vita. They could try to get, maybe this is how they're going to get rid of the remaining stock of the Vita that's still available in the stores. And once that kind of dwindles down, they may release a new Vita with triggers and bumpers, and it just feels better like an actual controller. And this may solve the controller issue, or it may make it easier or better to stream and play your games on a PS4, which in my opinion would be awesome. That would be great and be the best thing to do, to just revamp the PS Vita, new marketing towards it. Obviously what you did before wasn't working, so I think it'd be a smart move on Sony's behalf to maybe redesign the PS Vita and give it that more controller feel and look, and maybe that might be what we get bundled in the PS4 package, but we don't know. Another speculation is that we will get the release date, the official release date for PlayStation 4 at Gamescom. Now, again, none of this information is confirmed. It's probably likely we're going to see one of these things that I'm talking about right now. We're probably either going to see or be announced of the price drop for Vita, or a new revamped Vita, or we're going to get the release date. A lot of people want the release date. I want the release date. I want to know when I can pick this up. I want to know when I can expect it. We've had analysts say November 12th it's going to come out before Xbox One. Again, we don't know, but hopefully Sony is on a roll. They are on a roll. They've been on a roll since E3, so I don't see them kind of slowing down this pace and just keep giving us what we want. So, 2 more days, August 20th. So if you are at work or at school, I'm probably not at school because it's summer, but school is starting, actually I believe in like 2 days. So if you're going to school or if you're going to be at work, you can come and download the podcast and listen to me talk about it, and then I will try to post a video of the announcement and of the meeting at Gamescom on my channel. So go to GamerCast Radio on YouTube. You can check out all of my streams there and all of my podcasts and whatever videos that are related to the podcast you can catch on there also. So hopefully PS4 release date, but we don't really know. So 2 more days, check back, and those are the kind of things I'm going to run down, and those are the things I'm expecting to see. Maybe 1 or 2 of those things be revealed that we just talked about. So another news, Microsoft is changing the currency, so no longer will they be using Microsoft points. They're going to be just using US dollars and currency, like probably off of a debit card. We've already seen PayPal come on to Xbox 360. That's kind of a relatively new thing, and that's what I use. I use my PayPal because I use it through eBay and through Amazon and stuff like that. So it's good to use it with my Xbox too. My son has an Xbox, so it's good and easy and clean for me to just sync that with my PayPal. So, but now we're going to see the end of Microsoft points. But don't worry, if you have Microsoft points that are just sitting and just collecting dust, you won't lose those points. It's going to be converted to dollars and to currency. So you don't worry if you do have points. Don't think you have to go out and spend it before this change takes place, that you're going to lose your points, because you're not going to lose your points. It's fine. I'm not 100% when this change is going to occur, but it's going to occur probably before next gen, or maybe for the people that still have 360, they're going to change it maybe in a month. So to let everybody know, they are getting rid of Microsoft points. So on some other news, PS4 greatest hits, certain select games that are usually $19.99 are going to go down to $15. And those selected titles are PlayStation Battle Royale is now $15. We're also going to see a price drop for Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. Now both the PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale and the Sly Cooper Thieves in Time are going to be also dual games, so you'll get that for PS3, and if you have a Vita, you'll get a digital copy for Vita too, so you're going to get 4 games out of it if you have a Vita. God of War The Origins Collection is going to be $15. Also, Twisted Metal Infamous 2, Ico and Shadow of the Colossus Collection, Killzone 3, Little Big Planet Karting, Gran Turismo 5 XL Edition, which has all of the downloadable content that was released for Gran Turismo all wrapped up into one package. Also, Little Big Planet 2 Special Edition and Little Big Planet Game of the Year Edition. All of these are in limited quantities and for $15 while supplies last. So if you're looking to get any of those greatest hits or haven't had a chance to play any of them, now is a chance to go out and pick up a copy for $15 while supplies last. And I'm sure the stores that are carrying these are Best Buy. I've seen the actual games at Target for $15 and Walmart. So just check your local store or give them a call and ask them if they are carrying the PlayStation 3 greatest hits for $15, and go ahead and get yourself a copy of some games. Also, it has been announced that the Call of Duty Ghosts headset from Turtle Beaches will be coming out soon. So this is kind of an annual thing. Turtle Beach has kind of been releasing for the Call of Duty games, and I'm just going to run over and tell you a little bit about the Turtle Beach limited edition theme headsets that are going to be coming out. And there's 3 different ones. There's going to be the Shadow, the Spectre, and the Phantom. Now, the Shadow is a wired headset. It has an inline amp, and that's going to cost $99.95. The next model is the Spectre. It's the Ghost branded version of the Turtle Beach 7 series headset with an inline amp, and it will run $199. And finally, the pimpest of the pimp, the Phantom. It's the wireless Dolby surround sound headset with programmable audio processor, and that's going to cost you a really low $299. But don't worry, because it's Call of Duty, and it's going to make it more awesomer. So it's going to have the Ghost emblem on there. They're going to be black and white. They're going to have a blue outlining tint. So that's going to be your accent. Is the blue, and it's going to be mostly black and white. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really big into headsets. I have a headset, and it's just been working fine. I don't really have to go out and keep buying a brand new headset when a new Call of Duty title comes out. But I mean, I'd like to invest at some point in a wireless headset just for the heck of it, because I mean, once you play with these headsets on, I mean, if you haven't, it really does make a big difference and really immerses you a lot. I love actually wearing my headset when I play Skyrim, and that's like the one game I feel is just like absolutely incredible. That, and if I sit right up close to my 60-inch LED and play Gran Turismo 5 with the headset on, that's also pretty awesome. So if you have a headset and haven't played Skyrim with your headset on, go freaking do it like right now after you've listened to this, if you have Skyrim. Which you should have Skyrim. So if you also don't have Skyrim by the time you're done listening to this, go out and buy Skyrim. So, yeah. And I think that's going to do it for today. If you like what you've heard, please follow and like this station on Spreaker if you're on Spreaker. I am also on YouTube. So if you're listening to this on YouTube, please hit that thumbs up, give me a like, leave me a comment, let me know how I'm doing, and subscribe so you can be up to date with all of the latest game news as it drops. So, with that out of the way, I bid you farewell. I'm Danny Catanese. This was GamerCast Radio, and I will see you next time.